Okay, this is the test review, okay? It says, which inequality best describes the graph shown below? Okay, whenever they ask you for which, okay, and they give you an equation or an inequality, what you need to do is you're going to have to graph these right here to see which one is correct, okay? So what you do is graph to see which is correct, okay? Which is correct. Okay. You should graph all of them if you don't really know, but I know because this is greater than. Okay, because see this is above the graph, so I want a greater than graph. Okay, so I'm gonna look at those two right there. Okay. So y equals y is greater than -3 over 4x. To do that, okay, I need to delete and add the greater than sign. Okay. Yours might not look like mine, but it's still okay, okay? So I'm going to put control divide delete -3 over 4 x plus 5. And if I graph it, it looks like that. Okay? What you need to pay attention to are these intercepts to see if they're the same. Okay? So if I look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The x is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So the y-intercept is 5. The x is over here is closer to 7. Okay? Now I look at my problem. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 here, and this is 4. Okay? 5, 4. Is that 5, 4? It's 5 here, but this isn't 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4 should be right here. Okay? So this one is not correct, okay? So I'm going to try D, okay? I'm going to press tab. I'm going to go back up to my problem. Okay. So I'm going to go back to I'm going to put D in, -3, 4 over 5. Okay, if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if you look at that, that looks more like that one. So our answer is actually D, okay? Alright, number 2. Which of the following is equivalent? Okay. 2x minus 3y is, okay, remember the first thing we do, we subtract 2x to both sides. Okay, this cancel, -3y, -2x plus 9. Now the next thing we do is divide by -3 to everything. Okay, this cancel, why? Because I divided by a negative. Okay, divide by negative. This changes. This is greater than, it becomes less than. Negative becomes a positive. 2 over 3x. 9 divided by -3 is -3. Okay, so if we look at that, G is going to be my answer, okay? Okay, be sure, divide by negative. Okay, change the inequality. Okay. Number 3. Which inequality best represents the graph below? Okay. Again, anytime you have a which inequality, okay, you have to figure out which of this. See, this is all in standard form, okay? So we have to change it to slope-intercept form. Okay, 2y is less than negative 8. So I plus 3x, I add 3x, this cancel, 2y is less than 3x minus 8 divided by 2.
Kylie Jenner named her baby Stormy Webster. So Webster is actually Travis Scott's real last name.
Y is, see, I don't change the sign here because this is positive. 3 over 2x minus 4. I already can tell that this is wrong because my y-intercept should be 4. Okay? Let's try. Let's try the last one. 4x minus 3y is greater than negative 12. I subtract 4x to both sides. I go negative 3y is greater than negative 4x minus 12. I divide by negative 3. I divide by negative 3. This cancel. You see this right here? I get y because I divided by a negative. This right here, this inequality changes. Okay, so if I put this in the calculator, I get 4 over 3x plus 4. Okay, so remember, I'm looking for the intercept to be 3, negative 3, and 4, okay? Negative 4 over 3x. Delete. Alright, let's see if I type that in correctly. Negative y less than 4 over 3x plus 4. 4 over 3, so that's not a negative. Delete. And let's see, this is less than. So I need to change it. So I want to use less than. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be correct. Alright, number 4. Okay, a candy company sells chocolate-covered ice cherries. Okay, an empty box weighs 2.4. 4.2. Okay, so that means nothing. Okay, 4.2. Now, each piece of candy weighs at least. Okay, each piece of candy weighs at least. Okay, remember the word at least means the smallest you can have. Okay, so at least looks like, sorry, wrong way. At least, okay, because it has to be more than it. Okay, it'll look like that. Okay, at least 1.8 ounce. Okay, and we're talking about each piece. Okay, so remember each candy. Okay, total weight is W. Okay, All right, and we want to use C for candy, okay? So C is for candy, so this is C. So each, remember, we put this number and the C together. So 1.8 C, okay? So we want a total, so we're going to add, okay? So we're going to add those two, 4.2, 1.8 C, and at least the smallest weight we want is that. Okay, so that should be our answer right there. So you see this one has the 1.8 C. This one is 42, 4.2, and we have a plus in the middle. Okay, the Alito family budgeted $2,000 for their vacation. Okay, so the most they're going to use, because it's a budget, is going to be $2,000. Okay, so that's the most they can use. Okay, their budget consists of $800 for, okay, and means plus, okay, and then cent per day. So you remember the word per. Okay, that's going to be our X. Okay, that goes that makes it go with the X here, but mainly it's the variable. Okay. All right, number 6, the graph of the linear equation. Okay, so they graph the linear equation. It looks like this. Which coordinate pair is the solution set? Okay, so these two should be the same. All we need to do here is, because this means a dashed line, and this means less than. Less than means we should color underneath. Okay, that's kind of like our water. Okay, but if you don't know, you can just color it in the calculator. Okay, so the first thing is 4, 3. 4, negative 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That looks like it's on the line, so it shouldn't. It should be no, because this is a dashed line. 1, 2. That looks good. Okay. 5, 6. Okay, so that's no. 0, 7. You see, that's one's on the line, so that one's no also. Remember, dashed lines, okay, is no. Anytime you're in the shaded area, you are good. All right, I'll try to do one more. Okay, which equation when graph is parallel to the y-intercept? Okay, so the y, it should say y-axis. Okay, so to the y-axis. This is the y-axis right here. Okay. Okay, this is the y-axis. So we want something that is parallel to it. So we want something like this. Okay. So anytime you have a vertical line, you should have an x equals graph. Okay, so this is y equals. So that's no. Y equals no. Y equals no. So answer is the x equals.